Hello, MCAN members. It's Diane Michael from the Callan Group in Daytona Beach, Florida. I had the honor of meeting many of you at the Friday night dinner in Fort Wayne and some of you in the morning at the presentation. And unfortunately, I just wasn't up to par to provide my presentation to you about email marketing in the 21st century. So I was honored again when Michael asked me to send over the presentation that he may forward to you. And so I thought, why not do a 15-minute video and hopefully just remind you of some back to basics strategies in email marketing and to let you know a little bit about what we're doing that's successful in our market. So thank you again for allowing me the second opportunity to speak to you. My typical presentation is speaking to small to mid-sized businesses and educating them on how to create their own email marketing campaigns, because often the attendees that show up don't have enough money, or they're not allocating enough funds rather to hire an agency. A lot of business owners wear hundreds of hats, which I'm sure you're familiar with, and they feel like they can do everything and they just don't know how to do it. So I speak about twice a year to these business owners, letting them know the importance of staying in touch with their current database, to stay in touch with their clients, to stay in touch with their prospects and their friends and family, letting them know what's going on. Now, I'm sure that as advertising agencies, I bet the demand for you to know a lot about a lot in many facets of marketing is very strong. You need to be up on the hottest trends. You need to understand the most cutting edge options and how the different strategies are rolling out from a research and development standpoint. But sometimes I feel like we get so caught up in like what's the next hottest thing that sometimes we may forget about the back to basics. You know, what happened to keeping things simple? Where's the word of mouth and all these different forms of marketing that we're doing on a regular basis? And I have to say, I am in awe of advertising agencies, and just in awe. I bow down because we just do email marketing, and it's a challenge for us to keep up with the hottest trends in our own industry. And as an agency, you have to do so much more. And I'm in awe, and I was really excited to spend some time with each of you. And I just moving on, I was just so excited. So what we do is very similar to what you do. We have the opportunity to tell our clients' stories from a reader perspective. We handle 100% of all the email marketing campaigns from concept to delivery. I like to say that each of my campaigns is one of my babies. As a little girl, I actually was a writer, and I like to say that, you know, when the other kids were playing outside or watching cartoons, I was upstairs writing books, and my mother actually would illustrate them. And I had a pen name even. It's Cocoa D, and it actually still is. But so now I get paid to tell the stories from a ghostwriter perspective for my clients. And, you know, I get to talk to their consumers, their prospects, and their fans. We get to showcase what makes them different, what sets them apart from the rest. We get to highlight why their customers keep coming back time after time. We get to talk about their involvement in the community, what they're doing to make their neighborhoods better. We get to talk about the staff's continuing education and what keeps them in their industry on the cutting edge and the up and coming and what's going on. And of course, we get to help them sell and highlight their products and services. Because if the consumer and the supporters don't know about what's being sold or what's new or what dinner's coming up that's a $59.99 special, then how can they buy if they don't know on a regular basis? And so often that one-to-one touch, that email that comes into the inbox is overlooked because, you know, we hear it all the time. We get too many emails. But what other marketing do you have a one-to-one touch? Direct mail, yep, you get to go out to your post office box and you get to pull that marketing materials in. A newspaper, sure, you get to open the newspaper and see. Facebook, you have to log in and go to it. Websites, you have to log in and go to it. But email marketing, I like to say, is a vehicle for all of them to come together in one platform and then deliver directly to the client. And it's up to them if they want to read it at that moment or not, or just delete or opt out. It's also a numbers game. The more people that you have on your database, the better. So at this point in the presentation, I was going to ask you guys what your thoughts on email marketing campaigns were. How many of you provide email marketing as services from your agency? I know a few of you did. I checked out all your websites. I know a few of you did. How is that working out for your clients? Are they happy with it? I was kind of curious on how you were price structuring. I was curious if you were doing all the writing. How many of your agencies send out frequent email campaigns talking about your own services? Maybe highlighting a new client or a successful rollout for a client that you've just done. Do you send it out from your agency on your own? How many of you capture email addresses on your websites? How important is that? To keep in touch with people that are going to they found you somehow online and then they don't have an opportunity to keep in touch with you because there's no email sign-up form anywhere on your website. I suggest that there's an email sign-up form on every single page of a website, because if people want more information and they want a newsletter, even if you get 1 or 2 sign-ups a month, I get about 5 sign-ups a month, but somehow those people found me online and they want more information from me from my newsletters. I didn't see too many of you with email sign-ups on your websites. Just wanted to let you know that. And then think about your clients. Do your clients on their websites, do they have an email sign-up and subscription? And what does that look like? Are you working with an animal facility where maybe they could have a free, dog grooming if they sign up for the newsletter and make it expire within 30 days and make it only available on the slowest day of the week? But capturing email addresses and then giving something for that email address creates that relationship. So you're starting to date your customer, you're starting to date your prospects, and hopefully you're going to marry them soon. So then for those that didn't raise their hands on those questions, I would have asked why. What are the rebuttals to email marketing? And I'm sure a lot of them would be no time. We tried it and it didn't work. Too costly. If you have a large database, it can be pretty costly on these national campaigns and you still have to do all the work yourself. Too frustrating. Those templates are a headache. They are a headache and a half. Unless you have someone that knows Dreamweaver and is doing code. Some people don't have a database. That's a big thing. Creating a constant database is huge for all of us. Don't see the need. We send mail, direct mail, and faxes, and social media works better. So there's a number of rebuttals there. So because there's rebuttals, I always want to yin-yang it and say, okay, well, how many of you have had success stories? And I can just speak for Michael if he doesn't mind, but he has a higher end restaurant group. And I actually just got an email from them last night about 9 o'clock that said in October 1st through October 31st, if you bring this promotion in, you'll receive $20 off your purchase of 65 or more. I believe it was 65, may have been 60. And so I forwarded it to 3 of my friends because that is a great deal. So all of a sudden, 3 of my friends are going into this restaurant and they get a discount, but then it's up to the staff, again, to welcome them in, provide excellent customer service, and upsell. What kind of vodka would you like with that? No. Would you like Kettle One or Grey Goose? It's the training. Once the agency or once the email marketer gets the people in the door, then our job is done. It takes that client the opportunity to keep that customer coming back, making sure that customer has a comment card where they can sign up for the newsletter if they didn't get the newsletter and it was forwarded from one of their friends. So not only do newsletters bring in business, but they keep your readership in the know rather. Even though I'm in the industry, I still love getting email newsletters because I get to find out about the latest openings of restaurants. And, I'm sitting there in my salon and I hear someone talk about this new Fusion 43 that's opening. And I already got their newsletter, so I know that the chef came from this restaurant. I know that they're going to have a seasonal menu. I know that they're only going to be open until 10 o'clock. I know that they're going to have this amazing menu that I just can't wait for. So it makes me a resource to others in the community. I get to know about nonprofit events that I want to support. I get to know about speakers coming into town. I get to know about concerts on the horizon. We're, real close to Orlando, so I sign up to Ticketmaster's newsletter so that I can find out what concerts are coming up. And then I become even more of a resource because I forward the newsletters on to friends and family and clients that I feel would benefit from the material and the content written within the newsletter. So it's word of mouth, just different technology. So another point to email marketing being one of these, back to basics types of marketing, that if it's not a foundation of the plans that you have for your clients, I would highly recommend you to consider it. Especially this time of year. We're walking into holiday after holiday until July actually. There's a holiday every single month, a major one. So great opportunity to promote for the restaurants that you have, the retail shops that you have. Maybe you got some nonprofit groups you work with. An end of year campaign on an email newsletter is so much more affordable than a print campaign. And you can easily have them click to go and give money. Think about the last time you purchased from an email newsletter. And I thought it'd be funny to ask the group, what's the last thing you purchased? And the last thing I purchased was a pair of shoes. And, of course, then it sends you online to the website. And it showed me, well, if you like these shoes, then you might like these shoes. And I said, I do like those shoes. And they were for sale. So I'll put that in my little, checkout box. And then it said at the checkout, well, if you spend $100, then you have free shipping. And I said, well, I don't like paying for shipping, so what else do I need? And I just happened to need some more leggings. So $106 later, I have clothes coming to me. I didn't lift a finger. I was on my couch on my phone, but I just got a simple newsletter. So think about your clients and who could benefit from selling a service, selling a product, whether it's monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly, what that revenue would look like. If you have $100 being spent by every person on your database only one time a year, and you have 5,000 to 10,000 people on the database, that is $500,000 to $1 million in revenue just by simply sending out a newsletter. Imagine the opportunities. So, imagine what you could be doing for your clients without lifting a finger. We have statistics about email marketing. I had brought Subway gift cards for you guys. And maybe if I will send these to you, if you want to set up a Skype consultation or a phone consultation, the first 4 people to respond, I would love to send these to you. It's $25, and Michael told me that you all needed to be eating healthier anyways, so I was going to pass these out and have you read the statistics, so if you'll just bear with me. Creating cohesive marketing strategies. 1 in 2 businesses surveyed coordinate email marketing with in-person marketing. So again, it's creating a vehicle with others. So 64% social media, 50% events and trade shows, 48% person-to-person, 48% direct mail, and 43% SEO, and that is from eye contact. So basically creating cohesive marketing strategies, and all of that can be done through a newsletter. We drive a lot of traffic to the social media sites, the blogs, the websites, through the promotions of the newsletter. Because again, that push-pull marketing, you're pulling them in and engaging them through a newsletter instead of pushing them like go visit a website. The second one, bear with me, email provides you the most direct line of communication for conversion to sales, which is why the most savvy online marketers have no intention of giving it up anytime soon. with an ROI of around 4,300%. I'm going to say that again. With an ROI of around 4,300%, email marketing practically pays for itself and saves a tree or two. And that's from Direct Marketing Association. Two more quick here. Did you know that email has nearly 3 times as many user accounts as Facebook and Twitter combined? 3 times. That's a whopping 2.9 billion. Facebook and Twitter combined make up just 0.2% of the number of emails sent daily, not including spam. And that is from KISS metrics. And we all know what KISS stands for. And this is from Ann Handley, the Chief Content Officer of Marketing Professionals. Even when you are marketing to your entire audience or customer base, you are still simply speaking to a single human at any given time. Worry less about sounding professional and worry more about creating remarkable content that other humans can relate to. And that's what we do best. So, getting back to basics, email marketing is an important part of any marketing campaign or strategy. It's truly a vehicle to drive traffic and awareness to and for the business. It's simple, it's back to basics. And so I would encourage you to really think about using email marketing for your agency as either a profit opportunity for you or to get your clients to really have the opportunity to speak to their customers on a regular basis. We, as the Callan Group, offer the STOP program. It's a simple turnkey opportunity for profit where we work with you and we become an extension of your team and do as much or as little work as you want, but we handle the email marketing through our proprietary software, and we work directly with your client or directly with you to achieve the goals of both. And we called it the STOP program because we know nowadays that more of our employees and ourselves are being asked to do more with less, and to add another line of service, another opportunity for revenue, sometimes just doesn't look too appealing. But email marketing is so overlooked sometimes because it is so simple and it does work. We provide all the analytics, we provide all of the segmenting opportunities, everything a national company can do, we can do as well. We're just more of a boutique firm located out of Daytona Beach. So thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to you today. I hope that I get the opportunity to speak to you in the future. And if you would like a Skype call or a phone call, the first 4 people to contact me, I'll send you the Subway gift cards. If not, I'll be eating Subway for a year with these. But I would love to talk with you about what you're doing or any questions that you have, because the more of us that are doing email marketing, whether it's with the Callan Group or Constant Contact, the better, because it's something that's not going anywhere. And with those statistics, obviously, is just increasing more and more. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Diane at the Callan, CALLANGRP.com. TheCallanGRP.com is the website, and my direct line is area code 386-538-1083. And I try to get this below 15 minutes, and we're done at 18. Have a great day.